You when it comes to LeBron James, you start hating. That's how I feel. Because I feel like you more of an older generation type of dude. You like Michael Jordan, cool. But listen, every time when there's a debate going on with you and with Michael Jordan and LeBron James, you always got something to say about LBJ. And I'm here to say, bro, LeBron's better than Jordan. I said it.
So Stephen A. Smith got called out by Qerim and Cenat over his LeBron James hate. Now, I was going to do a separate video on this because the Qerim clip came from a First Take episode before the Cenat episode. But I saw the clip today of Cenat checking Stephen A. Smith on his LeBron James hate. So I thought I should just combine the clips together, make the video a little bit longer, and then get into the conversation with you guys in today's video. So we all know Stephen A. Smith has been very vocal of calling out LeBron James.
That's the BS that needs to be called in the carpet. Play basketball, handle your business, save the lecture for other people when you're fed off of it all of these years. Oh, he's a master. He ain't coming in front of the camera and saying all of that. But behind the scenes, oh my Lord, you talk about somebody that know how to stir the cup. That brother is a master, an absolute master. But in front of the camera, it's not that big of a deal. Behind the camera, talking among, sifting through all the relationships that he has. Trust me, I'm telling you what I know. The things that I could say, the things that I could say.
Stephen A.
Oh my God.
Don't do it.
Stephen A. Smith even went on his podcast and said that Clutch Sports is trying to silence him and that they called him over his LeBron James slander.
You know, I was on First Take, my day job on ESPN earlier this morning, and I spoke about this, and I felt the need to elaborate even further because a couple of people text me and pissed me off, and they know who they are. People close to LeBron James talking to me about questioning him as a father. Come on, y'all. I mean, it's got to a point where this LeBron sensitivity is just beyond the pale.
So, I can show you guys a lot more clips of Stephen A. Smith hating on LeBron James, even when they try to act like, oh, there's something positive to say about LeBron. They do the backhand compliment thing, or they just make up some crazy narrative, or whatever they need to do to spin something on ESPN. And I think Gilbert Arenas explained this a lot better on his platform, GILS Arena, when he said that it doesn't matter where you rank LeBron James. He can be your top 10. How come everybody that's in your top 10, LeBron James is the only guy that gets all the hate?
So you're telling me in your favorite, you can say something good about 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say LeBron's 5. You talk about 5, then talk great about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's weird as If you ask the world to name their top 10 of anything in life, right? They will give you a top 10. Like, your top 10 brands, everything, any women in the world, everything. Right? Right?
Top 10.
There's only one individual, if you do people, there's only one entity that has a negative mark in part of the top 10. If you say, where does LeBron fall in your top 10, no matter where they fucking put him, he will be the only person that you talk negative about.
So I guess Kierum caught wind of Stephen A. Smith's constant hatred towards LeBron, and Kierum finally called out Stephen A. Smith, checked him on that live on ESPN First Take, but dissing LeBron James constantly, man. So let's check out Kierum putting Stephen A. Smith in his place for dissing LeBron James constantly on ESPN. Here's the video.
Should LeBron get some credit for that?
Defense?
No,
they all do.
Should LeBron get some credit for JJ Redick? Because he got killed for, hey, we have a podcast together and he just got the job and it's essentially nepotism and this and that. And he has no coaching experience except his son.
Appreciate that.
Wait, I didn't finish my thought.
Oh, go ahead.
And I'm saying, and now we're praising him as potentially he's the coach of the year. And we were like raking LeBron through the coals for that.
Are you ready for this? I'd still rake him. Because nobody complained about J.J. Redick being the coach. It was how it happened. You don't have a podcast with an aspiring head coach while your head coach is coaching you and rumors are swirling that his job is in jeopardy. That's low class. It doesn't change what I said about LeBron. It doesn't change what anybody said.
So the reason why Kierum had checked Stephen A. Smith like that is because Stephen A was one of the first people to call out LeBron James when JJ Redick got the head coaching job for the Los Angeles Lakers. Stephen A went on the Stephen A Smith show, called out LeBron James, saying that he got another coach fired, and why would he do that to a black coach? And you know how Stephen A Smith does, man. You know, he only put that on LeBron James. And the reason why I have to call out Stephen A Smith for doing that is because when Mike Brown got fired, I was waiting for him to cover Mike Brown being fired, but there's nothing. He remained silent on Mike Brown being fired by the Sacramento Kings. That goes to show me that he picks and chooses people to call out when there's a head coach that got fired. There should have been no reason why Mike Brown got fired, especially with how he had turned things around over there in Sacramento. He's a black coach. I'm thinking Stephen A Smith would have definitely been one of the first people to go on his platform, Stephen A Smith show, ESPN First Take, call out the Sacramento Kings and put out a PSA to say, hey, somebody else give Mike Brown a chance, or call out De'Aaron Fox or DeMar DeRozan and say like, yo, y'all got this guy fired all because he just wanted to bench DeRozan, and then that became this thing where he had lost the locker room when he wanted to do that, and the players wanted him out. That's the only thing that had came out about the Mike Brown situation, is that him and Fox kept butting heads, and that just became a thing around that time. I did a video covering that because Lou Will spoke up about it, and he had exposed the truth about what happened with that. And also Charles Barkley, he was one of the people to call out the players saying like, yo, why would they get this coach fired when he had turned things around over there? Mike Brown shouldn't have been fired. But no, loudmouth Stephen A Smith, he can call out LeBron James when there's a coaching job on the line. And he did that with JJ Redick and Darvin Ham, and calling out LeBron, putting everything on LeBron. But when it happened somewhere else, Stephen A Smith remained quiet. So that's why I got to personally call out Stephen A Smith on that. But yeah, man, y'all get in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video. How do y'all feel about Molly Kierum and Cenat checking Stephen A Smith on his LeBron James hatred? Or do you feel like it's not hatred? Or do you feel like, you know, Stephen A Smith has a point? I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video. Hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel. Catch you guys on the next one, and we out, guys. Peace.
If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment down below. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so by hitting the Cash App at self.youtube. Thank you.
Be sure to like, comment and subscribe while you're waiting.